All right, guys, here we go. Moto541 Summer Series, 2024 style. Starting off here with a little practice in the AM. Gonna be a rough weekend for me. Been off the bike a little bit. It definitely showed, looking a little rusty. Of course, the track is nice and wet today. Let's get this started. Or not. Perfect way to start today. Wow. I don't know what to say about that. That was pretty awesome, I guess. But that's the worst crash of the weekend, so I'll take it. It's always good to get through safe. But yes, I've been off the bike a little bit. Glad to be riding my dirt bike again. A little under the weather, missed a week worth of work, and just trying to get back to where I was. Kind of feel like all the work I've been putting in up to this point in the season is kind of, I don't know, I feel like I kind of lost it all. So that being said, we're back, we're here, we're showing up, we're gonna put in the laps. Man, not starting out good though.
Apparently I've forgotten how to ride dirt bike.
Yeah, Saturday was pretty rough. I did not ride well Saturday. Sunday I did come back for more because I didn't get enough on Saturday apparently. I felt like I rode better Saturday, or Sunday, excuse me. But still just not where I need to be. Definitely the slowest guy on the track, so got a lot to work on. Hopefully it'll maybe help re-motivate me. Truth be told, I always struggle in these morning practice sessions when the track's really wet like this. I just don't gel with it. It really shows today. It's all a part of it, I got to get better at this stuff. And that's why I chose to race this weekend. Didn't really feel like it. Would have been way easier to stay home. But honestly, Saturday's weather, other than being a little humid, it was in the 80s, mid to high 80s, overcast, but it was really a pretty good day for riding dirt bikes. Like I said, I just wasn't 100%, no excuses, I just kind of got my butt kicked out there. See, I'm really just kind of trying not to get too close to anybody because I don't know. With the way I'm riding, I can tell already that I'm not in control as much as I want to be, so. Unfortunately, I get a little closer to her than I wanted to there. We didn't touch or anything, but typically I like to get a little more room than that, especially just in practice. I mean, I got nothing to prove in practice. I know, you race like you practice or whatever. I don't know. I'm not out there trying to prove to anybody that I'm the best rider in the world. I'm just trying to go out there and have some fun, get a good workout, ride my dirt bike. Practice was hard today. The race was hard. Just managing the race was hard. We all know as riders and racers that sometimes that's just kind of the way it is. And you show up and you do the best you can. And you hopefully leave healthy and with a smile on your face. And that's exactly kind of how this day went down. Obviously, I had enough fun to come back the next day. Even though Sunday's race, it was 100 degrees, it was hot. Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough weekend. I don't know how else to put it, but that's what it is during the summer. During the winter, you get muddy tracks, and I'm not any good at that either, so. It's going to be kind of a long video. I'm just going to show practice, first moto and second moto, get it all done with. I'm not going to split it up into a couple of videos. We're just going to do it all at once. Yeah, it's funny, this is kind of my backyard track, but I definitely don't get any home field advantage here. I guess this video is just going to be about the struggles that you can have when you're racing dirt bikes. It's kind of hard to watch. Well, that's going to end the practice session. We'll get into some motos here. And unfortunately, I didn't ride much better in the motos, but made it through safely. So it's a win. And I had a lot of fun. I had a good time. I don't know, it's always fun to get out and race some moto. I've been running the AT82 rear tire on this. It's got about 4 or 5 hours on it. It doesn't have a mark on it. This track is so loamy. It's got some hard pack. It's got some rocks in that hard pack stuff, but it's so loamy, a lot of sawdust in it, wood chips. And it just hasn't really phased the tire at all. I don't think the tire performs that well in these conditions when it's kind of muddy out here. But in fairness, I don't think the MX-34 was a whole lot better. But I would say it was better. It has a little better side bite, I think. You know, as you start to lean your bike over, I feel like the 34 is a little better in that area. Otherwise, I think the tires are pretty comparable. And as the track dries out, I think this tire gets... To me, it feels like it gets better. But I don't know. I Be awesome to be able to swap rims halfway through a practice session and try it, see what it feels like. But I don't think there's a ton of difference, honestly. They're pretty close. Here we go. So this is 40 plus beginner, 30 plus beginner, and I think beginner. And I think there's 4 guys in 30 plus, 2 in 40 plus, and 2 in beginner. So 8 guys on the gate. And I cannot get off the gate this year. I don't know. I guess I probably never have been a good starter, but it definitely shows this weekend. Really struggled with it, but one more thing to work on. You can see I kind of get dropped pretty quick. Just kind of ended up really just having to treat this like a practice day and not get too caught up in the fact that I wasn't going very fast. Really, I never am going very fast, but I feel like I like to think I'm a little more competitive typically than I was this week. At least get a better jump off the gate and make the guys have to pass me. That's my motto. It's funny how this track develops differently every time I'm out here. It's like the lines are just so much different from one day to the next. How they water and prep it. It's like this outside line really wasn't very good. Of course, I stick with it a lot, but the inside line was kind of muddy, so the outside line there wasn't much to really, I don't know, it didn't work for me very well. If you're going to go outside, you got to be kind of aggressive and be fast on that outside line. Otherwise, the guys will kill you coming through the inside. And I didn't even consider doing this back tabletop today. Just, yeah, the track wasn't quite what I needed it to be. And yeah, just wasn't feeling it. I don't think I've done that during a race this year at all, oddly enough. Little rollers are a little smaller than the last time, I remember. They're pretty wet in between, so you can kind of get slung sideways pretty easily. Yeah, I did a horrible job today picking lines. I just felt like I found a line that seemed to get me around the track, and I kind of stuck with that. Usually I'm a little better about switching my lines up and finding a line that works for me. But I just kind of stuck to what was working with minimal effort. Kind of being a little lazy about it, I guess. Now we're going to try inside. Yeah, it worked all right. I know, it's kind of like I found a little bit of a rhythm the longer I was out, but it just took me a long time to get really moving. Get the white flag finally. Got a guy hung up over there in the corner. Not sure who that was. He's kind of taking her easier, gonna bring it home. Ended up second in this moto in my class of 40 beginner, but really just kind of got my butt kicked today, all weekend really. But you know what they say, showing up is half the battle. So I kind of like that I took this outside here. I wish I would have stuck to that a little more. I think I could have figured some things out. It just wasn't meant to be. Alright, we're going to come up on the checker flag here and end Moto 1. Roll right into Moto 2. Alright, Moto 2 off the line. Whoa! I thought that guy was going down. He did a good job saving that. Quickly get past me here. I'll kind of funnel down into the same line here. Again, I'm kind of riding passive aggressively here. Not really wanting to mix it up with anybody too much. Giving everybody plenty of room. Yeah, I'm pretty much way far behind at this point. Look at this line. Man, that was smooth. That's what I'm saying, man. The inside line's where it's at. Unless you're really railing that outside line, the inside line is where it's at. I'll try to keep this guy in sight for as long as I can, but he's going pretty fast. I'm not going that fast. That little section there was tough today too. Just couldn't really figure it out. Usually there's not ruts up there, it's just kind of smooth and you can go wherever you want, or the ruts aren't very deep anyhow. And ruts are fine if they're, I don't know. Ruts are fine if they're, I don't know how to say it, really. These things you can just blow right through. But they're just enough to mess you up pretty good, so I don't know. See, I go inside there. It's the inside line was working. Yeah, I just got to get faster on my dirt bike. Just glad to make it through this one without getting hurt. Actually glad to make it through any of them without getting hurt. Dirt bikes is dangerous, man. Trust me, I've broken a few bones here and there. But anyhow, I think I've chit-chatted enough for this one, so thanks for watching, and until the next one, I'm out.